Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our current session focuses on objectives, syllabus, and learning activities in community language learning method. I hope and expect by the end of this session you would have an understanding of the objectives of CLL. You would also have some understanding of the nature of the syllabus and the type of activities that are used in CLL. Well, my dear students, most of what has been written about it describes its use in introductory conversation courses in a foreign language. As far as the syllabus is concerned, in CLL, we would notice that it does not use a conventional language syllabus, which sets out in advance the grammar, vocabulary, and other language items to be taught, and the order in which they will be covered. The progression in CLL is topic-based, with learners nominating things they wish to talk about and messages they wish to communicate to the other learners. So what we learn from this is, A, it is learner-centered, B, it has a holistic approach, it deals with the feelings and emotions and the knowledge of the learners simultaneously, and depending upon the wishes and the desires and the needs of the learners of what they want to communicate to other learners, the lessons or the topics are selected and the things are nominated that are to be talked about in the class in a logical progression. The teacher's responsibility is to provide a conveyance for these meanings in a way appropriate to the learner's proficiency level. A CLL syllabus emerges from the interaction between the learner's expressed communicative intentions and the teacher's reformulations of those into suitable target language utterances. So, the teacher has to cater for, or the teacher's role is to cater for the needs and the desires and the feelings of the learners. As far as the learning activities in a CLL program or in a CLL classroom are concerned, CLL combines innovative learning tasks and activities with conventional ones. They would include, for example, number one, translation. Learners form a small circle. A learner whispers a message that he or she wants to express. The teacher translates it into the target language, and the learner repeats the teacher's translation. So this is how the process continues. The second step is of group work. Small group discussion of a topic is carried out, preparing a conversation, preparing a summary of a topic for presentation, or preparing a story. The third possible step can be of recording, where students record conversations in the target language. The fourth possibility or the fourth step is of transcription. The students transcribe utterances and conversations they have recorded previously for practice, and they analyze the linguistic forms that are used in those recordings. And the fifth stage or the fifth step is of analysis, where the students analyze and study the transcriptions of target language and the target language sentences to focus on particular lexical usage. So, step by step, they go through the whole process. The sixth level is of reflection and observation, where the students or the learners reflect and report on their experience of the class. This usually consists of expressions of feelings, of their emotions, of the sense of one another, of the reactions to the silence, for example, of some students or learners in the class, of their concern about something that somebody said or something that somebody did not say, for example. And the next step is of listening. Now the students listen to a monologue by the teacher involving elements they might have elicited or overheard in the classroom interactions. When the learners were going through all these steps, the teacher was observing. So now the teacher is presenting that, and the learners are listening to that information. And finally comes a stage of free conversation in CLL, where students engage in free conversation with the teacher or with other learners in the class, and as a kind of community of the learners together, they continue the process of learning.